Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience, featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great. And if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make,
cha-ching,
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Yield Advantage is proud to support our local Twin Town teams. They'd like to remind farmers that the Yield Advantage team is ready to help you get the W next planting season. They can help get your equipment in game shape with upgrades large and small. Yield Advantage is your local precision planting premier dealer. From row cleaners to closing wheels, seed meters to liquid fertilizer systems, and everything in between. If you want to give yourself a competitive edge next season, contact Yield Advantage today.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
20 years of experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pediatrics and pregnancy, seeing children of all ages daily. Start your pregnancy out right with a correcting postural adjustment to help with daily activities and also give you a better night's sleep. Continued chiropractic care throughout your pregnancy can potentially help for an easier labor and delivery of your new little one. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic today at 701-672-1300 for an appointment, or request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com. Dr. Andrea Hornstein, helping your family grow up healthy.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1980.
Johnson with the home run just about to straight away center field.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Three Borders Sports Network and the beginning of the winter season, the beginning of girls basketball on the Minnesota side. Tonight, the Breckenridge Cowgirls will take on the Perham Yellow Jackets in their season opener, their home opener. And the Cowgirls coming off a pretty good season last year. If you look at the record, you would say it was maybe so-so. They were 16-13 last year, but made it to the subsection final and lost a barn burner to Hancock, 72-70 in overtime. And the Cowgirls, one of the tougher teams in their section last year in Section 6A South, and took it all the way to the subsection final and took it down to overtime and really had some opportunities in that game to get to that section championship. They'll have to regroup this year. They will get some players back. They lost a player to injury last year in Jonica Bernadas, and she will be back this year after missing pretty much the entire season last year. So Coach Bogenreef will be excited to get her back on the floor, and I know Jonica is excited to get back on the floor as well. I want to welcome everyone to the pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Yield Advantage. Yield Advantage is the precision planting sales and service center for the southern Red River Valley. My name is Brian Watson. I'll be bringing you tonight's action. And sitting alongside me tonight is none other than Mr. Chad Affield. How we doing, Chad? I got you there? How about that?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay.
I'm new at this.
The band is loud too, you know.
Yeah, I know. We got to fight the band tonight. Normally when Joe's here, we talk about, hey, how loud is it going to be in here? But, hey, it's high school basketball. When the band's going, you know that things are going right. So we'll see if we can fight it off here tonight. So, all right, again, welcome to the pregame show. Pregame show brought to you by Yield Advantage. And, Chad, just talking about the Cowgirls and their season last year going 16-13, making it to the subsection final, losing in overtime, and then how they feel tonight about getting Jonica Bernadas back in the lineup.
That's big, you know, because she went down right away last year too. So getting her back this year, you know, good to go, full strength, whatever else. You know, they probably wish they had her last year at the end of the year. They could have, you know.
Yeah, I think they did miss her on the floor at the end of the season last year. Could have used her ball handling. Certainly could have used some of her three-point shooting. So we'll see how she does tonight. Sometimes when players come back, they may get a little bit tentative, but
I don't think that'll be a problem. Right?
I don't think it will be either. I think that Jonica is a fighter, and I think she's ready to get back on the floor. That's for sure. She is a ball player, and I think for Coach Bogenreef, he's going to be happy to have her back on the floor tonight.
I agree.
On the other side of that, there's an injury that happened over the summer also with the Cowgirls. Emily Gowan tore her ACL, and she will be out. We don't know how long she'll be out. That'll be a season-long injury, or she'll be back towards the end come playoff time.
Maybe towards playoff time, but
so we'll see what happens there. And Emily Gowan, a player with a big motor, and one that does a lot of things on the floor, both offensively and defensively. Right. So I think that's a big loss for the Cowgirls. An experienced ball handler, can get to the basket, can defend, can get up and down in transition, and it's just a key piece, you know, one of those glue players that you're going to miss on the floor. They certainly missed Bernadas a lot last year, but I think they will miss Gowan a lot this year as well.
They had no seniors last year either, so everybody is back.
That is one thing that they were looking forward to this year, having everybody back. Right. They do have two seniors this year. In Sydney Roberts and Aaron Blofis. And Sydney Roberts coming off a great volleyball season. Blofis as well, both a part of that volleyball team. So they have some of that competitive edge, and they've been successful at volleyball, and they want to carry that over to the basketball season now. And Roberts, one of the best competitors on the floor as well.
Yes.
So the Yellow Jackets, they come into tonight's opener. They open on the road, a team that went to the state tournament last year. Yep. They were 26-5, made it to the state tournament, did not win a game in the tournament, but they played in the consolation bracket, and a successful season for Coach Supra and his team, making it to the state tournament last year and competing down in Minneapolis. So Perham, always a good team in the Heart of Lakes, always a good battle. Perham, a 2A team, Breckenridge, 1A team. You kind of throw that out the window and you just go play basketball. but a good home opener here for the Cowgirls tonight against the Yellow Jackets.
Yes.
So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more of the pregame show. Pregame show brought to you by Yield Advantage. We'll take a break, and we'll come back right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Is your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Welcome back to Cowgirl Gymnasium on the campus of Breckenridge High School. And tonight's broadcast between the Breckenridge Cowgirls and the Perham Yellow Jackets. And welcome back to the pregame show. Pregame show brought to you by Yield Advantage, your precision sales and planting service center for the southern Red River Valley. And Chad, other games tonight in the 6A South. Painesville is taking on West Central. CGB is taking on Canby, and then we have our game tonight against the Yellow Jackets and the Cowgirls. And then on the north side, Section 6A, you've got Henning taking on Browerville Eagle Valley. You've got Lake Park Audubon taking on Hillcrest Academy. And then Park Christian is taking on Manobin Waubun. So those are the other games tonight in Section 6A, both north and south. And we are just 2 minutes away from getting this ball game started, and just a couple of minutes away from our starting lineup. Starting lineups are brought to you by Miller and Associates, American Family Insurance, offering home, health, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. The Yellow Jackets come into this ball game with 6 seniors on their roster, so a veteran roster. Again, a team that went to the state tournament last year, 26-5. Again, compared to the Cowgirls with just 2 seniors on the roster, a couple 8th graders on the roster. Both those 8th graders got some varsity time last year. So even though the Cowgirl roster is, we'll say, younger, it is a bit of an experienced roster with girls who have spent time on the varsity floor. So we'll just have to see how they start out here. And I know Coach Bogerreef would like to get off to a good start this season, see if they can pave that path back to that subsection final and see if they can pull it off. Breckenridge, always one of the tough teams in Section 6A South. So we'll have to see what kind of season they can put together, and always good, nice to get off to a good start. So that's going to do it for our pregame show. Again, pregame show was brought to you by Yield Advantage, and we thank them for sponsoring our pregame show. And coming up shortly, we will have our starting lineups, our national anthem. The PA announcer tonight is Mr. Art Draco, the consummate professional. And we're ready to get things tipped off here. Got the brand new floor going on, Chad. Yep. You got her all shined up. Yep. So it looks nice. That B in the floor, that's for B-Dub, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
I guess I can lend it to him. It'll be okay.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens here.
We appreciate it. Yep.
All right. So we're just a couple minutes from our national anthem. We'll turn things over here to our PA announcer, Mr. Art Graco.
And welcome to Breckenridge High School. We thank you for your attendance and for your support of the student athletes competing tonight. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to the players, coaches, and fans from Perham. Breckenridge High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at all of our activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and acts. Please respect the decisions of our contest officials. What you say and do during the contest reflects on your team, school, and community. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. The officials for tonight's game are Phil Kirchner, Rod Engel, and Rick Martinson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask everybody to please rise, face the flag on the south end of the gymnasium, remove your cap or hat as we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, with the playing of the national anthem by the Breckenridge High School Band under the direction of Emily Christensen. All right, at this time, let's meet the starters. First for our guests on the scoreboard, the Perham Yellow Jackets. Senior, number 2, Corey Grismer. Junior, number 5, Kaya Anderson. Ninth grader, number 13, Lauren Gertie. Ninth grader, number 15, Reagan Hemberger. And a sophomore, number 30, Addie Drager. Coaches, TJ Super, Michelle Borman, and Robbie Cox. And now for your home team on the scoreboard, the Breckenridge Cowgirls. Senior, number 0, Sydney Roberts. Junior, number 2, Jonica Bernadas. Junior, number 3, Parker Yagi. Sophomore, number 10, Piper Janing. And a senior, number 24, Aaron Blafus. Coaches, Tony Bogenreef, Tim Janing, Brenda Dahlgren, and Joel Herder. Let's get ready and play some basketball.
So there you have your starting lineups. Again, starting lineups brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. So the Cowgirls go Roberts, Bernadas, Yagi, Janing, and Blafus. And the Yellow Jackets go Grismer, Anderson, Gertie, Himberger, and Drager. 2 freshmen in the starting lineup, even though they have 6 seniors.
6 seniors. I thought I heard freshmen, Brian, but
yeah. Our tip-off's going to be brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your short-line farm equipment dealer since 1985, located in beautiful downtown Tyler, North Dakota. And the winter season is underway. Cowgirls win the tip to Roberts on the right side, out front to Bernadas. And the Yellow Jackets are in a 2-3 zone, and that's the first 3 for Roberts of the year. That one will come off, and that will be rebounded by the Yellow Jackets, and Drager with the rebound. So left side into the lane is Grismer. And now Drager here, and then Grismer again. Cowgirls in man-to-man. Yagi out front defending. On the far side now, they'll dump it inside to Gertie. Now on the left wing. And back into Gertie again. And good man-to-man defense here by the Cowgirls. And on the first possession,
shot clock violation. Yeah.
I think Coach Bogenreef will be well satisfied with that first defensive possession of the year on the shot clock violation.
Yeah, no, you can't ask for much more than that in your first possession like that.
Yellow Jackets show a little token pressure. They get back into that zone, and there's Yagi for a 3. That one off, and the Yellow Jackets will push in transition as they come up the floor. Grismer, and then wide open is Drager. That one off, rebounded by Bernadas, and here come the Cowgirls with Janing. She was hit in the head, no call, and they play on. And Roberts with the rebound. And there's Bernadas with their first 3, and I think everybody in the building is happy to see that. Pick it up right where she left off, a deep threat, and showing it there. Cowgirls with a little bit of 3/4 court pressure there. That one goes out of bounds. So will be inbounded by Anderson, defended there by Yagi. Throw it out to Grismer. Grismer guarded by Roberts. On the far side now, they look inside. And that's Anderson with the 3. That one's off, rebounded by Janing. And Roberts will bring it up. Yellow Jackets will stay in that 2-3 zone. They kind of stretch it out a little bit, a little pressure on the wing there. And they can't leave Bernadas open. Ball goes inside to Yagi, and there's Roberts with the 3, and she can shoot it. That one off. And the Yellow Jackets do a pretty good job of rebounding out of this zone. That can be tough to do. Good hustle there by Sydney Roberts. As she knocks that ball out of bounds, it'll stay with the Yellow Jackets.
Ava Janing and Mariah Coltis check in, Brian.
So Ava Janing will come in and Mariah Coltis. So size for size with Blofis and Coltis.
You don't see the two tall ones on the floor very much together.
Right.
Brian.
And then you give Bernardis a break. You know, you haven't played for a while and you get in that first game. You lose your win pretty quick. Good pressure there by the Cowgirls. I think we got a foul here.
Yep, on number 5, I believe. Nope, number 2.
That foul's on Grismer. Ball will stay with the Cowgirls. They reset the shot clock at 20.
You know, the first, I always thought of it, this is the second year of the shot clock over here, Brian. It's just, the first couple of years, just kind of get used to it and leave it at 35 and reset. But if it's in the front court, it's supposed to go to 20, so.
Yeah, I don't like the reset. We don't have the reset in North Dakota. I just think it should just be 35.
Just 35 or 30, whatever, I mean, whatever, pick a number.
There you go. Ava Janey coming in and knocking down the elbow three. Good ball movement there by the Cowgirls. Doing a good job of moving the ball against the zone, and they come out with a little zone pressure, and they get the turnover, and Yagi. And now the Cowgirls all to a quick 5-0 lead, and they continue with the full court pressure. A 1-2-2 zone press. The Yellow Jackets handle it this time, and another three off, and then rebounded inside there by Gertie. And here come the Cowgirls in transition again. Roberts open on the right wing. That one bounces back to her, and that'll go out of bounds, and that'll be Yellow Jacket ball. And you're going to get Bernardis back in the game, and you're going to get Anna Spear in the game for the Cowgirls as Yagi and Janing go out. That Piper Janing that went out.
Yes.
Cowgirls continue the pressure. Good trap there on the near side. Back out front, there's Bernardis chasing from behind. That ball inside and then off the hands of Gertie. Good pressure from the Cowgirls. Good ball pressure. Making it difficult for the Yellow Jackets on the perimeter. Yellow Jackets don't show any pressure this time. Looks like they're going to switch to man after being in zone to this point. 7-0 in favor of the Cowgirls on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Coltis looks inside for Roberts, outside for Anna Spear, and she knocks down the three, and that is a weapon that the Cowgirls have, that three-point weapon. They'll shoot a lot of them, and they can knock them down.
Yeah, almost any of them can shoot it too, Brian. There are too many that can't shoot it, so yeah, you're open, shoot it.
Good pressure again on the little three-quarter court pressure there as Ava Jane gets her hand on it. Blofis going to come back in. Coltis will exit. And Coach Bogenreef doing a good job of rotating girls in and out early. First game of the season, girls lose their win right away. They're so excited to get going. You go up and down, and you need a break quickly. I thought it was a double dribble, and it is a double dribble. Turnover there for the Yellow Jackets. Gertie turns it over. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Super. And we'll take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the Three Borders Sports Network.
The time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Breckenridge High School Cowgirls and Yellow Jackets. Cowgirls off to a great start to the season here. 10-0 in front of the Yellow Jackets. And this is Jonica Bernardis bringing it across the timeline. Yellow Jackets in man-to-man here. Yagi on the right side. Into the paint and then back out. And now Bernardis in the corner. Bernardis one-on-one, guarded there by Gertie. Janey, Bernardis for another three. That one off. Good hands on it there by Blofeld, just not able to keep it in play.
I think try to go for two hands if you can, but
had a tough time getting to that one. She was boxed out well, and Cowgirls will continue with the pressure as Yagi will steal that one and knock it in. Yagi with the layup off the steal, and the Cowgirls will continue the pressure. A little 1-3-1 full court pressure here. That one over the top, tough to pass over the top, and a good pass there, but that good hustle by Janey. Ava Janey with good hustle to get back and knock that ball out of bounds. A lot of times on the press, that ball goes over the top, you have to sprint to get back, and Janey doing a good job there. Cowgirls will play 2-3 zone on the inbound here. And a nice move into the paint there by Kaya Anderson, and the Yellow Jackets are on the board. Bernadas, Janey on the far side. Yagi into the lane, she'll let her go. Oh, good behind the back move, and Janey, that one just rolls off. A nice move by the 8th grader there. Yellow Jackets come back. That's Anderson again, and then out front to Himberger, and then Anderson. Anderson will let it go, and that one a little bit long off to the right side. Yagi will corral the rebound up ahead to Bernadas. Trying to go inside. Bernadas on the deflection. Bernadas inside will draw the foul, but not the bucket.
Almost everything but in, Brian.
Everything but in.
Everything but in.
And Bernadas looks good to start here after being out last year.
Yep.
Picking up right where she left off. Doesn't look timid at all out there. Knocking down the 3 to start it. And able to draw the foul and knock down the free throw. Bernadas a very good free throw shooter. So Bernadas will shoot the second here.
Yep.
Roberts will come back in. Bernadas will exit.
Short spurts right away.
Yeah, just you've got the numbers. You can rotate girls in and out. They'll stay in the 1-3-1 full court. Anderson will bring it back to Grimsmer there. And then back out to Grimsmer again. Over to Anderson. She's wide open. She'll drive. Little floater. That one's off, and that one rebounded by Drager.
Jump ball.
And we're going to have a jump ball. That ball will go to the Yellow Jackets. And the Cowgirls will convert into 2-3 zone. And that one tipped by Janey. Ava Janey all over the place here early. That'll bring it out to the side, and Kaya Anderson will throw it in. Far side to Sophie Nelson, who's come into the game. And that one's stolen by Yagi. Yagi with her second steal of the game. Yagi, she's going to pull up here, pull up for the 3. Nobody came to stop the ball. That went off the mark. And Sophie Nelson will bring it up the right side. She's chased by Janey, and a good cut to the basket there by Addison Hackle. And the Yellow Jackets get another one on the board. Cross court to Roberts. Roberts into the paint. Yagi in front of us here. On the switch, they lose Blofeld, and a good find there by Parker Yagi. And Aaron Blofeld gets on the board. They'll keep the full court pressure up. And the Yellow Jackets break it this time. Anderson with the wide open look. That went off the rim and rebounded by Roberts, and she'll get going. No numbers this time, and she'll pull it out. And then Janey to Janey, and the reverse layup there. A nice give and go. And the Cowgirls continue to put on the pressure, up 18-4, and add another one here. As Piper Janey knocks down another. She's got 2 baskets in a row. Grimsmer looking at the press again, back over to Anderson. And then finally up the floor, and then they'll go across court to Hackle. Back out front, Grimsmer out front. Now to Anderson. He's guarded by Janey, and Ava Janey, she's going to get whistled for the foul. A little too aggressive there. In good position, but can't reach, got to play with your feet. And Janey and Blofis and Yagi will exit. And a good up-tempo game here by the Cowgirls, doing a good job rotating girls in and out. So you've got Anna Spear in there now. Coltis is in. Bernardis, Roberts, and Piper Janey for the Cowgirls. Nelson out front to Anderson again here. Anderson into the lane, and she's going to draw a foul. Coltis in good position, but they're going to call her for the block.
Moving just a little bit maybe, Brian.
Just sliding over a little bit, in good position, but just not able to hold her position. And that's going to send Kaya Anderson to the line to shoot the free throw. This free throw brought to you by Giant Seeds and Snacks. Giant Seeds and Snacks, they also sponsor our coaches show. We'll get that going for the winter season on Wednesday nights. So that Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on Three Borders Sports Network and also on Red River Communications, Channel 28. I want to thank those of you who are watching tonight's game on Red River Communications. And we also thank Red River Communications for sponsoring Three Borders Sports Network. A little split cut there. They give it to Coltis, and they'll come back out to Roberts. And Roberts will drive and throw one up. Coltis in good position, but I think they're going to call the foul before the rebound, or on the rebound.
I thought that might have been a pass, Brian.
It could have been. She had the inside position, and then they'll call that foul on Kunza, and that is her first foul. Call her with the push. So Janey now front, and they'll go inside to Coltis. And back out to Bernardis. She'll drive into the lane and try and scoop and score. Jonica Bernardis looking pretty good here, back on the floor for the first time in a year. Cowgirls out front 22-6 on the Farmers Union Shirt scoreboard, brought to you by Kyle DeVries. Yellow Jackets moving it around. Anderson out front, and Kunza back over to Nelson, and then this is Hemberger outside. That went off and rebounded by Spear. Roberts will bring it up. Over to Spear. Now Janey looking inside for Coltis. She's double teamed down there, and Anderson will come away with the errant pass. Back over to Nelson. And Anderson out front. Might have shuffled there, but they'll let it go. And that's Hemberger for another one, and that went off. And Nelson with the offensive rebound. They'll jack it up again, and I think she was looking to pass that one.
I think so too, yeah.
And she was a little surprised when that one went in. She had Kunza down there underneath the basket. I think she was trying to pass that one, but she'll take the score. 22-6 in favor of the Cowgirls here in the first half. 8:16 to go. Bernardis driving in again. Finds Coltis diving, and Coltis can't finish. And Hackle comes away with the rebound, and they're up the floor. That's Kunza, and she's going to drag her foot there. Anderson gave it to her, and Kunza not able to come to a jump stop.
Timeout.
Anderson's going to go out. Going to take a timeout here by Breckenridge. It's going to be a short timeout, and it'll be a timeout for us. Our timeouts are brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their _1 goal. And I tell you, Chad, it's a good start to the season for the Cowgirls. And getting up and down the floor, able to apply pressure. And
first game like that, too.
Bernardis looks good. You got some young players in there getting up and down the floor after having a year of experience as 7th graders. Ava Janey looks really good on the defensive end. And so far,
Coach Hogan's got to be happy.
The Cowgirls putting it on the Yellow Jacks. Yellow Jacks, the team that went to the state tournament last year.
In two-way,
26-5 last year. Perham always a powerhouse in 6AA. So after the timeout, the Cowgirls will have the ball. Yagi will inbound to Bernardis. She's going to be guarded by Nelson out front, and the Yellow Jacks are still in their man-to-man. There's inside to Coltis, and then the Yagi. Yagi in the end, she'll get her own rebound and try and go up again, and they're going to draw a foul on the contact. I think that might be on Gertie.
13, yeah.
On Lauren Gertie. And that is her first foul. It's the 4th team foul.
Kind of been a quick half, Brian.
It has moved right along. 7:48 left here. Coltis and then back to Bernadas, and she's going to jack another one. That one's good. And Jonica Bernadas looking like the three-point shooter she is. 25-8 now in favor of the Cowgirls. Yellow Jackets trying to handle the pressure, and they do a decent job of it there as Himberger has it here out front. Double team, and they're going to call it for the walk. A little bit of pressure there by Janey and Yagi, and Himberger turns it over.
Bloff is back in from Coltis.
So Aaron Bloff is back in the lineup for the Cowgirls. And Nelson will meet Bernadas right at the B. Janey on the left side. Thought about it. And then Yagi gets the roll after the screen. And that one knocked away by Kunza. Grimsmer over there. And then she'll be bumped by Bernadas. And that probably stopped the easy basket.
Could have. It looked like there was a Perham girl underneath the basket wide open, Brian, too. So it was one pass away. So
you'll let that one go. And that's just the 3rd team foul for the Cowgirls, as Anderson will come back in and Himberger will go out. Anderson will inbound. And it's to Grimsmer in the backcourt. She's guarded by Roberts. Man-to-man pressure here. That's Bernadas out front on Nelson. Anderson now into the paint. Kunza will drive and kick back to Nelson. Grimsmer into the paint. Cowgirls with good helping defense. Nelson works her way in there, and there's Bloffus to knock that one away. And then it's a tie-up between Bloffus and Gertie. And on the jump ball, on the possession arrow, that's going to go to the Cowgirls. Piper Janey going to come back in for Jonica Bernadas. Yagi will move to the point guard position. She's going to be guarded by Anderson. Ava Janey on the roll. And then on the turnover, Anderson will bring it across the timeline. Ooh, a good crossover move there by Taya Anderson. Had a little shove from behind by Ava Janey. The 8th grader giving a little push. And she missed the bucket. Here comes Roberts back the other way. Janey in the lane, tied up. Here comes Piper. And she'll lose it in the lane. And now Cowgirls a little bit out of control. And it'll be a turnover as Kunza comes away with it. Up to Grimsmer. Anderson in the trailer. And she'll let it go and knock it down. So the Yellow Jackets get one in transition there as they hit the trailer Anderson, and she knocks down the 3. Bloffus out front. She'll think about it. Over to Piper. Now Piper thinking about it. Roll off the screen back to Bloffus, and Bloffus will put it in. Had the advantage there over Nelson, and a good job there. A good decision by Piper Janey to get that ball into Bloffus. And the Cowgirls come back with their pressure. They change it up with a two-guard front that time, and Yagi gets a hand on it. There's a diving Piper Janey from Ava Janey on the score. And the Cowgirls just continuing with this pressure. A different look here with the 2-2-1 after going 1-3-1 early. Up to Anderson. Get it over to Kunza, and Anderson will come back and get it. Grimser guarded by Bloffus. Had an advantage there with the quickness, but a good help there by Yagi and Janey.
No.
I don't know if that was a tie-up or a travel. I kind of looked down here. That ball's going to go.
They call it tie-up, but I think
it should be
Perham ball.
Should be Yellow Jacket ball here on the tie-up.
The official pointed. I think
he just pointed. He pointed the wrong way. He's down at the other end. I think he needs to get back down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to stay down there. And maybe he'll figure it out as the Yellow Jackets throw it away on the inbound.
He would have been right.
So he was right. He was in the right spot there. Now he comes back down. He's coming over the table to check to see. He's talking to the table to see where the ball should be. And I think the arrow was pointing the wrong way, but the officials did have it. It should have been the Yellow Jackets ball.
I blame the new score table.
Is that what you blame?
I blame the new score table because the possession arrow is all push buttons on this side, so you really can't see the arrow.
Sure.
It takes a little bit to get used to basketball-wise.
He said, yeah, that's right. Now, typically you have the officials who have an object in their pocket to say which way it's supposed to go, and they change it every time the arrow changes, just so they have a little backup. But I think we have it right here now. Now Yellow Jackets applying a little token pressure as Kunze was up front, then they drop back into half court. So Bernadas guarded by Grimser. Coltis had a spear on the back door, just couldn't make it. That's a bounce pass there in order to get a good pass. Kunze out front here, guarded by Spear, over to Anderson, who's guarded by Bernadas. Yellow Jackets moving it around the outside. Grimser, Anderson with another good look after making one. That one short, but Bernadas with the rebound. They'll go in transition across the timeline, get it up to Piper Janey. Inside the Coltis, just a little too much on that one. That one tipped away. Good defense down there in the post by Gertie. Gertie listed at 6 foot, and I think we got a timeout here by the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a timeout. We'll keep it here. Again, this timeout brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Carlson Family Insurance, located in downtown, on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wapton. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. So the Yellow Jackets trying to creep back in this thing, Chad. The pressure of the Cowgirls a little bit too much here so far in the first half. 4:19 to go, and the Cowgirls look good all around. Doing a good job on defense. Scoring off a transition, and able to go inside to Coltis and Blofis. And I got to say, the return of Jonica Bernadas is pretty good.
Makes a difference.
And I think she's happy with her play so far. I think that's the one thing when players come back, they may be a little bit timid. Jonica's certainly not timid on the floor. But if things don't fall early, then you start to, think about it a little bit too much. So good to see her going early here in this one. And the Yellow Jackets turn it over right away there. Yagi will take it after another steal. And they give it right back to the Cowgirls. The Cowgirls D is on point tonight so far. Grimser on the left side here. As Quinn Hansen has come into the game, and Grimser will drive there. Outside, that's Hansen, and she'll knock that down. Quinn Hansen, the 8th grader, knocking down the 3. So Ava Janey will be out front, 8th grader on 8th grader, as Yagi will come out to get it. And how about Ava Janey? It's trying to answer the 8th grader call there. That one bounces long, and then Anna Spear with the steal from behind. Cowgirls keep it. Bernadas going to let it go. That one's going to be long. And that one might have touched a support up there, and I think it did. Good look over there for Bernadas.
1-3-1 again coming, I think.
So they go back to the 1-3-1. That was good to them early. And they get it over the top right away, and they don't get the trap. Had an opportunity there, and they'll go back man-to-man here out of the 1-3-1. Ava Janey out front on Grimsmer. Help from Blofis, and Blofis going to be called for the foul. Just a little too much there, Chad.
Yeah. If she just held her ground and put her arms in the air, that'd have been better than what she attempted. It's only her first foul, though. So.
And that's going to send the senior Cora Grimsmer to the line. This free throw brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapton. Janey will come in for Bernadas, as Grimsmer will take her second free throw. And that one will roll around, and that one will fall. Yellow Jackets will stay in man-to-man. Over to Piper. Blofis now at the elbow, and Piper will look inside. That ball was tipped over there by Nelson. Sorry, by Drager.
Yep.
And that ball should stay with the Cowgirls. And the official says, yes, that ball was tipped.
Perm coach doesn't think so, but it was clearly
It was clearly tipped. You could see it. So Janey will inbound. She'll get it back here in the corner on America's play. And then Yagi will cut down. Had a chance to give it back to her. Janing into the paint, and that's going to be a reach there by Quinn Hansen. And that'll be the 16th foul. That'll be Hansen's first. 16th foul on the Yellow Jackets. Yegi to inbound. And Janing and Hansen will battle out front here. Get a little screen there from Blofis. Yegi looked nice back cut from the weak side by Piper Janing. Missed it. And a good rebound by Sydney Roberts. Blofis out front. If you leave her open, she will shoot it. That one misses everything. But another good hustle there by Sydney Roberts, and that's what she does. Stepped out of bounds there while she jumped for it, but that's what Roberts does all over the floor. If there's a loose ball around, she's going to be somewhere around it.
She goes hard 100% the whole time, Brad.
That's right. Bernanos will come back in, replacing Ava Janing. And for the Yellow Jackets, Hackle will come back in for Gertie. Cowgirls will stay in this 1-3-1 pressure. Anderson here. And then they finally get it up, and here's Grimsmer into the paint. Will kick it outside to Hansen, and that one goes off of Hansen's hands. Hansen, the 8th grader, knocked down that 3-ball earlier. And Yellow Jackets with 6 seniors on the roster, but playing a lot of young kids.
Playing young kids.
That might be a walk. Nope, let's see.
Foul before, I believe.
Yep, they'll call a foul on the drive as she goes through there. And I think that's on Addison Drager.
Joe said we're sounding good from Wisconsin, he told me.
Well, he's in a deer stand somewhere or something. Who knows?
Just text me though.
Yeah, so. Just as long as he has some jerky that he's going to bring back, I don't really care. So Yard is like, hey, get that jerky.
Get that jerky.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here. They'll keep up the 1-3-1 pressure here. 1:50 to go. Now they get the trap that they want there with Roberts, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Roberts. Had a good trap there, and to let him out. That's a 16 foul
second on Roberts.
On the Cowgirls, second on Roberts, and she'll come out, probably be done for the rest of the half here. Anderson into the backcourt for Grimser.
Joe just texted, jerky's coming.
Yeah, I hope so. Here's Hansen. And then Anderson on the wing in front of us. Grimser out top, guarded by Janey. That's Ava. Hansen will go inside, and then they kick it back. Ava Janey doing a good job. Again, hands all over the place, and doing a good job inside as that ball went into Hackle. And just a good job by the 8th grader. Be a good time here to bring up our Studio 22 Designs shout-out line. Studio 22 Designs, women's boutique, clothings and gifts, and custom shirts located in Wahpeton. And they are open late on Wednesday nights, and they sponsor our shout-out line. You can shoot me a text at 701-428-2415, and we'll give you a shout-out. Joe Schreiner checking in already on the shout-out line,
yes,
right?
He's checking in, yes.
Again, as long as he brings the jerky back, he can stay away as long as he wants. So we got another foul here.
Ava Janey.
This one on Ava Janey.
That should be bonus.
That's going to be her second. That should put the Yellow Jackets in the bonus. And Janey will also have to come out as Spears going to come in for her. 2 in the first half. You're going to have to sit down, especially with the lead that you have and where you are in the half. 1:25 left to go.
She's got 2, and Roberts has 2. So
this free throw brought to you by Wahpeton Daily News, one of our sponsors.
Joe says he's coming back Tuesday.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of time off. There better be a lot of jerky. That's all I got to say. The second one is good by Grimser. So 31-17 now in favor of the Cowgirls.
That's right. There's a game here Tuesday.
1:20 to go. Spear out front. Picks up her ball. The good hands there by Hansen, and knocked that one away. And a good hustle by Aaron Blofis to get on the floor. So Hackle and Blofis there tie that one up, and that one's going to go back to the Yellow Jackets. Okay. So Grimser will bring it up. Cowgirls take off the press. Anderson out front. Cowgirls in zone now.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Inside out. Anderson on the far side. Quinn got sucked in by the crowd there. Thought the shot clock was running down. So the crowd having an effect there on the 8th grader. Yagi spins out to Blofis now. Over to Bernadas. Early in the clock, she'll let it go. How about it? Jonica Bernadas for another 3.
Yeah, I think she's feeling good, Brian.
I think so too. Anderson on the far side, guarded by Bernadas. And we're going to get a foul here. A little handsy over there.
Calls on Piper Janey.
Going to call that one on Piper Janey. That'll be the 18th foul. And just Janey's first here in the first half. And Kaya Anderson will go to the line for the Yellow Jackets. And this free throw brought to you by Superior Builders. As the Yellow Jackets get the rebound off the missed free throw on the front end. And Anderson will take another one. Sorry, that was Hansen on that three-pointer. Up the floor to Bernadas. 8 seconds to go. Out to Blofis, and she'll let it go. That one's going to be short. And Jamie with a good job of saving that one back into play, but no Cowgirls there. And that's going to do it for the first half. Cowgirls lead at 34-18 on our Farmers Union Insured scoreboard. A good first half for the Cowgirls to start the season. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our halftime show. Our halftime show is brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. We'll be back right after this on Three Borders Sports Network with more of the Cowgirls and the Yellow Jackets.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at WapatonDeliAndEatery.com or call 642-3639.
At Smith Motors in Wapaton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great. And if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Hey there.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watts and Chad Abfield bringing you tonight's action. And again, Chad, we're going to have to battle the band tonight. But we want to welcome everybody to the halftime show. Halftime show is brought to you by OSPTI for all your physical therapy needs. Contact your professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. So a good first half of basketball for the Cowgirls. I'd say it's the way that you want to start your season. You had some question marks of, what you were going to look like. You got some injuries. You got some players back in the lineup for the first time. And you come out on a two-way team, a team that has been pretty good in the past. Went to the state tournament last year in Perham. Always a tough battle, and here you are, 34-18 at the half. And I'd say Coach Bogan would be pretty happy at halftime.
I would think so. Yeah, he's got everything he kind of wanted to. Get the pressure going. Got the defensive end going. I mean, he's rotated kids through, so everybody's getting a lot of time and stuff like that too. So.
Yeah, I think the way that he's rotating girls in and out is good.
Yep.
Now, like I said, that first game of the season, you get up and down the floor a couple times and you get winded. And it doesn't really matter, what kind of shape you think you're in. It's just something that happens. We talk about it in our games too as well. But Jonica Bernard is leading all scorers here with 13 points at the half. And a good return to the floor for her and a good way to come back. And she's looked good out there.
Yep.
And really, looked like she hasn't missed any time at all.
No. It looked like she never took a year off.
And I think that's what you want to see. And we do have some shout-outs, Chad, on our Studio Designs 22 shout-out line. Studio 22 Designs, women's boutiques and clothing, gifts, and custom shirts located in Wapaton. They're open late on Wednesday nights until 8 p.m. BK and Missy are watching and cheering on the Cowgirls.
Abby's doing a great job doing the scorebook tonight too, Missy.
Yeah, there you go. And then I got a text from Wichita.
Okay.
Parker's grandma, Paula Morris. I love how I can go to Three Borders Sports Network to watch Parker's game. So such a blessing to be able to watch and listen. Thank you very much for streaming in. We appreciate her tuning in. And she says, go Parker and the Cowgirls. So we appreciate Grammy Paula Morris tuning in from Wichita.
I do know Superintendent Sullivan, too, from Breckenridge High School, is watching the game, too, Brian.
I mean, everybody's tuning in tonight.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeannie's watching.
Okay, hi, Jeannie.
Piper and Ava, Janie's favorite cousin, cheering on from Thief River Falls.
I see we got some WAP students over there, too, Brian.
Yeah, you got some WAP kids over there. They're excited for basketball. That's why they're over there.
That's right, yeah.
We got a hi Watson and Chad from Karen and Carly. Go Cowgirls.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Carly.
They're always tuning in. Probably watching on Red River Communications Channel 28. And best wishes for a great start to the season. Go Cowgirls. Also cheering on Parker, Monica and Joe from Montello, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So somebody else from Wisconsin.
Wow.
Joe's in Wisconsin.
Joe's in Wisconsin too, yeah.
So we'll take everybody from Wisconsin tonight.
Yep.
Okay, unless they're Packer fans. I didn't say that. I'm sorry. No, that's okay.
I said talk Steelers with you, but I
don't want to talk about the Steelers. I don't want to talk about the Steelers tonight. Okay? Anyway. All right, so I think that's going to do it for our halftime show. Again, the halftime show is brought to you by OSPTI. Again, for all your physical therapy needs, contact professionals, Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
To tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make
cha-ching
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Yield Advantage is proud to support our local Twin Town teams. They'd like to remind farmers that the Yield Advantage team is ready to help you get the W next planting season. They can help get your equipment in game shape with upgrades large and small. Yield Advantage is your local precision planting premier dealer. From row cleaners to closing wheels, seed meters to liquid fertilizer systems, and everything in between. If you want to give yourself a competitive edge next season, contact Yield Advantage today.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Chad Effield bringing you tonight's action here from Cowgirl Gymnasium tonight. And the Cowgirls off to a good start here in the first half. They'll see if they can keep it going. I know Coach Bogenreef telling his girls the game's not over. We got another half of basketball to play. The first half was good, but we've got to go out here and do more of the same. And the Yellow Jackets, you know, not out of it. I mean, they got off to a slow start. But, you know, you've just got to
chip away a little bit.
Yeah, chip away a little bit. Don't try to get it all back at once. But you've got to take a little bit better care of the basketball. The pressure has gotten to the Yellow Jackets here early. And I'll have to see if they can settle down a little bit. Sometimes early in the season, you don't have all your stuff in. You may not have all your press breakers in, all your defensive in. You don't have all your offensive looks in. So the Cowgirls doing a good job of mixing up and bringing that pressure. So here we go to start the second half. Jonica Bernanis will start off front. The Yellow Jackets go back to that 2-3 zone. You got Anderson out front and Piper Janey inside. Good high-low look as Blofus has it in there. Just has to go up. And she spins and turns and does. And Blofus will start off the scoring in the second half.
Almost got called for 3 seconds.
Well, yeah, a little 363 seconds down there. Cowgirls come back with that pressure. And there's Anderson into the lane. Had a good look down low there for Diggins. And Diggins couldn't handle it. Anderson will go back out front. And there's a long bomb, and that one is good by Reagan Himberger. And that'll get you back in it. 36-21 now on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Cowgirls lead. Roberts on the far side. Yellow Jackets back in that 2-3 zone. Do a good job of covering the wing there. Cowgirls got to move the ball here to get it into the elbow. Inside out, back to Roberts. Roberts will let it go. That one bounces around and rattles in. Sydney Roberts will answer with a three-pointer of her own. And Cowgirls with that pressure up front now again. Diggins will handle that one. Lost her dribble there. Back out to Anderson. That one bobbled on the right side there by Drager. Himberger again. Cowgirls have been solid on defense. They'll send that one into Diggins, and she'll send it out the backside to Anderson. She'll drive the baseline, and that one off the rim, and Blofus will corral the rebound, and Piper Janey not ready for the outlet. Bernanis out front again. They'll send Roberts to the corner. She just hit a three from there. The inside's open. They do get it in there, and there you go. Piper Janey missed that one. Blofus on the rebound, and they're going to call Diggins for the foul. And the Cowgirls are going to have an advantage here in this zone. If they're going to put Janey in the middle, you know, they have to worry about Roberts on the outside and Bernanis at the top. And you let Janey kind of wander in the middle there, and you can easily go, even though Janey's not a post player, you can still go high-low from the high post to the low post. And Blofus has got those long arms. This free throw is brought to you by Optimum Rehab, as Blofus will shoot her second. And a good rebound there by Drager. And there's Himberger again, and that one in and out. That one almost down, halfway down, and bounces back out. Ava Janey on the rebound. Up to Yagi. Back to Janey. And they're going to call her for a little step there, and she knew it. And we'll go back the other way.
Yep. Sometimes you get away with that, Brian, and sometimes they catch
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So they'll go big for big here as Coltis will come in and Blofis will exit. And they'll go back to a little 1-3-1 pressure as they throw it over the top. Himberger into the lane, and that one just off the mark there by Drager. And Yagi will bring it up. Across the middle, she'll penetrate into the lane. Nice dish into Coltis. How about Parker Yagi on the dish to Coltis?
Yep, keep your eyes up when you're going.
Diggins inside, and Drager will drop that one, and the Yellow Jackets answer with a little inside-out dive to the basket. There goes Yagi in transition again, inside out to Roberts. That one off, and they're going to get Piper Janey for the foul with the push on the rebound. That was a nice drive and dish there by Parker Yagi, and a good finish by Coltis. Good transition basket.
Yep. Back to the 1-3-1.
Come back with that full court 1-3-1 pressure. Go over the top, see if they can get a trap there. And they throw it away. Good hustle by Yagi. Again, that ball goes over the top. You've got to sprint back on defense. And Yagi doing a good job getting back. Transition defense can be a difference maker. Himberger out front. And then they go back into Gertie, and she's going to be called. She's going to draw the foul. Coltis was straight up there. And I don't know if there's much more that Mariah can do. I mean, she's in position, going straight up. And they'll call the foul on her. And Gertie will go to the line to shoot two. This is Lauren Gertie at the line. This free throw is brought to you by Interstate Engineering. And Gertie with her second here. And that one bounces around and comes out, and Yagi will come away with the rebound and go back in transition here. Stop at the three-point line, kick it over to Janey, and then inside to Coltis. And a good cut by Janey. And a good find by Coltis, and executed to perfection there. And the Yellow Jackets throw it away again. Again, if you're going to get back in it, Cowgirls lead by 20 now. And really have to take care of the basketball.
Yep.
Janey out front will drive in and gets past Drager there, and Janey will draw the foul. Ava Janey, the eighth grader, doing a good job of getting to the basket. And she's going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
That was 1+ last year of Bernados being hurt, Brian. Ava Janey got a lot of game experience.
Yeah, you look at the record and you look at the girls that you had to put on the floor as she knocks down that free throw. This free throw brought to you by Gerbert Sports. Got a lot of experience. We talked about that in the pregame show. Even though Breckenridge is a fairly young team with only 2 seniors, they've got some girls who've played a lot of varsity time, even though they're young.
Yep.
And Janey knocks down the second one. And as far as they got, they played in some high-pressure games late in the season, so that really is to their benefit. And then again, the pressure turns Perham over again.
Well, Perham's going to try something different, Brian. They're going to pick up full, I guess.
They'll go full court man-to-man pressure now here as Kunza defends Janey. And Roberts out front now, guarded by Himberger. And a good screen there and a good roll. Couldn't find her over the top. Into the lane. And back into Coltis. Gertie kind of knocked that one out. It comes back out to Spear, who's into the game for the first time in the second half. And how about Jonica Bernardo showing the toughness there, driving to the basket, a little bit of contact, able to fight that off.
Yep.
And I will say this, Chad, one thing about Jonica Bernardo is, having that time off, she didn't just sit at home and rehab. She was out, in the weight room and getting bigger and stronger, and it shows right there, paying off on the contact, getting to the basket.
Yep, you can see that. definitely can see it.
So Blofis will come back in. It's going to be for Coltis. And it looks like the Cowgirls are in zone here on this sideline out of bounds. No, they'll shift to man here. No, they are in zone.
Yep.
And good rotation there by Janey. She'll probably be called for the foul here. Just didn't get there in time. They were in zone there. She trying to rotate out, take away that reversal.
Third foul on Ava Janey.
So Janey's picks up her third here with 13:42 to go in the second. Cowgirls lead at 47-23 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. Good help defense there by Sydney Roberts to take that ball away from Gertie. And then Anderson coming back trying to knock it away. Cowgirls still have it with Blofis out front and Janey on the far side. Janey into the lane again and able to get there and get all the way to the basket and score. How about that? Ava Janey taking the left hand. And that's the second time to the basket for the 8th grader. Kunza on the near side here. Again, knocked away by the Cowgirls. Cowgirls with deflections all over the place. And this is Piper Janey taking it to the basket. That one rolls off. And then Roberts on the tie-up on the rebound. And we'll see who this goes to.
It goes to Perham, I think.
And that goes back to the Yellow Jackets. And I think we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be a full timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Carlson Family Insurance located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. And we'll take a short break and we'll be back with more action on Three Borders Sports Network right after this.
Local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates.
Well, Chad, Cowgirls are picking up right where they left off in the first half.
Yep.
You know, sometimes you wonder if they can keep up the pace, if they could keep it going. Maybe, you know, there's some adjustments that are made by Perham that turns things around. But right now, it is
it's all Cowgirls right now.
It is all Cowgirls here in the home opener, season opener. Cowgirls lead 49-23 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, brought to you by Kyle DeVries. And they'll drop back in a little bit of zone here with pressure, though. Bernardus guarding Anderson there. They'll swing it over to Himberger. She'll drive into the lane, and a good dish to Gertie. And Gertie kind of fumbles it, falls down, and Roberts might come away with it. She does. Up ahead to Yagi. Inside to Janey, and a good give and go again. And now over to Blofis. That one's going to go wide. Janey there for the rebound. That's Piper. She'll do a little underhand scoop and draw the foul. Piper Janey doing a good job down there in the paint. Janey, the 5'9" sophomore, will go to the free throw line. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That foul was on Himberger. That's her second. And this free throw brought to you by Bell Bank. Janey will shoot her second here.
Colin Hout checking into the game.
And Colin Hout checking in for the Cowgirls, getting her first action of the season. 5'5", 8th grader. And good opportunity to get some young girls on the floor. You got a lead here halfway through the second half. Get girls on the floor, get them that experience. You just never know who you're going to have to put on the floor in what situation. And a good chance to get them on the floor here early. Yellow Jackets moving around outside. Cowgirls in man now. We'll get it over to Kunza in the corner. She'll bring it back out and swing across. Doing a good job of moving the ball back and forth here now. And that's Grimsmer out front. And that one outside to Hansen. Hansen had knocked down a couple threes in the first half. Had a good look there and missed that one. Piper Janey on the far side. Good cut there by Bernardus. Got it inside. Go out to Roberts, and she'll drive into the lane and bring it back out. Guarded there by Hansen. Kunza on Janey. And now Janie tied up. That ball knocked away. And Coach Bogenreef wants a timeout. It's going to be a short timeout. We'll keep it here on this timeout. And Coach Bogenreef just didn't like what he saw there. That ball just kind of bouncing around and staying on one side of the floor. Really no movement there.
Yeah, nobody was moving around either. Kind of just standing, yeah.
So call a timeout, see if you can get everybody back on the same page. Get what you want. You got 14 seconds left in the shot clock here. Give a chance to thank some of our other sponsors. As we said, our pregame sponsor is brought to you by Yield Advantage. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Miller and Associates. Our tip-off was brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply. Halftime brought to you by OSPTI. Our scoreboard sponsor, as always, is Farmers Union Insurance and Kyle DeVries. And our shout-out line is Studio 22 Designs. Timeout sponsor is Carlson Family Insurance. And our postgame will be brought to you by First Community Credit, FCCU. And as we get into the winter season here, we'll also continue our Play of the Week. Play of the Week is brought to you by Comdale Innovation. Let Comdale Innovation show you how they can deliver your product faster and better. All right, after the timeout, the Cowgirls will have it on the far side. Janie will inbound to Bernatis. And she's guarded out front there by Grimser after the screen by Blofus. And that one tipped away. And the Yellow Jackets get force a turnover of their own. Grimser, Hansen, now Anderson. Over to Kunza. She'll get a good look at it. And that one will go this long. And Hansen with a good rebound. Yep. Grimser will kick it back out to Kunza. And they'll settle down here as Hansen will drive in. And Kunza will take another look from the near side. And a rebound, good rebound by Anderson. That's going to be a jump ball. Roberts had position. Yep. And Anderson able to jump up and get that rebound, but tied it up. And that one will go back to the Cowgirls. And here's Roberts bringing it across, guarded by Hansen. Ava Janey now will go inside to Blofus. Blofus will spin, had a chance. She's guarded inside there by Hackle. And a foul here. I think they are going to call a foul. And they're going to call it on Hackle. That's going to be the fourth team foul on the Yellow Jackets. The first foul on Hackle.
Yellow Jackets foul is on Addie Hackle.
So Addison Hackle picks up her first foul. Cowgirls will inbound underneath the basket as they get it into Yagi. Janey thought about it. Now back out to Yagi. Yellow Jackets back in man-to-man here after the inbound. And Yagi kind of dips through there and able to get that ball through. Ava Janey just short on the rim as she gets into the paint. Kunza with a nice defense there in the post. Knocked that ball away, and the Cowgirls turn it over again. Here comes Anderson. And Anderson is going to draw the foul. I think there's a push on the floor. It's going to be before the shot. I think they might get...
Yeah, it's Blofus.
That's a Blofus here. Kunza's going to come out as Drager's going to come back in. Drager, sorry. And Haught will come out. And Spear will come back in for the Cowgirls. Yellow Jackets will have it on the side now. Anderson, the inbound. There's Grimsmer outside to Hansen. And that one just off the mark. And a good run down there by Spear for the rebound and keeps it in transition. Yagi attacking the basket, able to scoop through, and that's what she does. She'll get underneath you and able to draw the foul. And Parker Yagi, a good free throw shooter, and able to get in there amongst the bigs and draw the foul.
She's gotten a few shots, I think, at home, Brian.
Yeah, I would think so. It's just tough to defend when you're able to get in there and you're able to see where the hands are and get underneath and draw the contact. And Parker knocks down the free throw. And this free throw is brought to you by Minn Kota Ag Products. And Yagi will have the second one here.
First time tonight we get both bigs in the game, Brian, for Breck.
So we've got Coltis and Blofus in the game on the floor at the same time for the Cowgirls. So both of their bigs in the lineup.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. Anderson able to knock that three down. And a quick three by the Yellow Jackets, and they'll apply pressure here in the full court, man-to-man.
They were on 23 for a long time, Brian.
Yeah, they were. So Blofus at the elbow. Back out to Spear over there on the far side. Here's Yagi, guarded by Anderson. Coltis at the elbow. That ball on the floor. Blofus doing a good job of finding Yagi inside out. Good one more pass there. And now Bernanis will drive into the elbow. A nice little stop. And Bernanis showing all parts of her game right now. She's got the 3-point game.
Yep.
And also the short range little 15-footer, able to knock that one down. Anderson again. Ooh. That one halfway down and out. Bernanis on the rebound. Coming up in transition. Over to Yagi. Inside to Coltis. And Coltis going to draw the foul.
Coltis, she needs a little more strength, Brian, I think.
Yeah, she does. I mean, she's got the length, but just needs to get a little bit stronger.
And she's been working on it, but
that foul on Drager. So Roberts back into the lineup. Bernanis to inbound, finds Yagi. She'll launch a three. That one long, and there's Roberts trying to run that one down. I think get a foul. I think it's going to be on Spear. On the rebound, they call her for the hold. That's the 5th team foul on the Cowgirls. The first on Anna. Colt is doing a good job of defending Diggins inside, able to knock it away. And here come the Cowgirls again. Roberts on the near side. Defended there by Himberger.
And forcing her left.
Into the paint there. And Mariah Coltis from the short corner able to knock that one down. And all things working for the Cowgirls here tonight in this home opener, season opener, as they lead 57-26 over the Class 2A Perham Yellow Jackets. Inside to Diggins. Back out to Himberger. She'll drive baseline. Good help defense there by Coltis. And then they fight for it. And that one's going to go off the Yellow Jackets, and it'll be Cowgirl ball as Yagi's going to exit, and Piper Janey will come back into the game.
Now the matchup, full court man again.
Yellow Jackets come back with that full court pressure. Roberts going to bring it up. She's guarded there by Drager. Trying to get that one into Spear, and that knocked it away. Cowgirls with a couple turnovers here in the second half. Anderson's knocked down a couple, trying to get the Yellow Jackets back in it. Himberger takes a look, and now Drager lets that one go. Diggins fighting for the rebound, but Roberts comes away with it. Up the far side, guarded by Drager. And they leave her, and then Roberts says, I'll go ahead and take it. You cannot leave Sydney Roberts open. And she will knock that one down. A wide open three, and the Cowgirls stretch out their lead. 60-26 now with 7:32 to go on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. The Yellow Jackets take a timeout. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a short minute here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Chad Atfield, Brian Watson bringing you tonight's action as the Cowgirls are taking on the Yellow Jackets from Perham. And right now, the Cowgirls giving the Yellow Jackets everything they want or need as they lead 60-26 here with 7:30 to go in the second half, So Yellow Jackets have it, trying to fight back here. Anderson will let it go again, and that one banks and rattles around. And Kaya Anderson with another three-pointer here in the second half.
She's got 13, Brian.
And she's got 13 to lead the Yellow Jackets. Cowgirls trying to maintain this lead here as Spear has it on the far side and now gives it off to Janey. Janey guarded by Anderson, over to Roberts. Spear takes a look and now will hit Roberts on the cut. And Roberts with a little scoop underneath Diggins there, and Diggins comes away with the rebound, and here comes Grimsmer. 1-on-3. No numbers, but she says, I don't care. I'll take it in there myself. And that one bounces off. Had a good look and just couldn't get it to fall. Roberts will bring it back. Here's Spear on the far side. Inside to Coltis. Diggins on the defend. And then inside on the cut. And just off the rim there is Anna Spear.
It's up and down, Brian, I tell you.
It is. So Spear will go to the free throw line. I think that foul was on Diggins. That'll be her second. 17th foul on the Yellow Jackets. And that one off the mark for Spear. And this free throw is brought to you by All Seasons Car Wash. We think it's the best car wash in Wapaton.
Joe, that's what I hear. Joe says that all the time.
Well, he's got that fancy car he's got to get washed. I mean, he washes that thing probably every day.
Which one?
Right, exactly. Wash that thing every day. There's Grimsmer. And then Himberger on the far side to Anderson. Cowgirls back at man-to-man. Anderson trying to drive. Anderson a couple threes here in the second half. Take a look at another one there on the far side. And Kaya Anderson's got it going now for the Yellow Jackets as she knocks down another three-pointer. Kaya Anderson trying to keep her thing innocent. Here she is on the defensive end now, taking away the ball from Janey, from Piper Janey, and then she turned it over. Thought she had someone going with her. And she gives it right back to the Cowgirls. Here's Sydney Roberts driving, guarded by Grimsmer. Out to Colton. She hit one from the left side, trying it from the right side. That one long. And here comes Himberger. Up to Pulver, who's in. And now into Drager again. Outside to Grimsmer. And that one's going to go long, and Janey will come away with that rebound. Ava Janey now finds Coltis streaking down the middle. Might have got away with a travel there once or twice. And Roberts will handle it out front. Spear out front, and here comes Janey, Ava Janey, and then trying to get it to Spear on the roll. And we're going to get a foul. And the Cowgirls will be shooting bonus the rest of the way for the rest of the 5:08 here in the second half. Be a good time for me to, another good time here for me to bring up the Studio 22 Design shout-out line. Give me a text at 701-428-2415, and I will give you a shout-out. Studio Designs is women boutiques, clothing, gifts, and custom T-shirts. Open late on Wednesday nights till 8 p.m.
Ah. Oops, violation on. Called a violation on Coltis, I think. Both of them were kind of in, but it looked like Coltis went just a step early, maybe.
So on the violation, the Yellow Jackets will come back. Cowgirls up 62-32 and had double dribble there.
Yeah.
I think that was Grimsmer on the double dribble. And they'll keep up the full court pressure here. Yellow Jackets going to keep fighting here all the way. 5:02 to go. Ava Janey across the timeline, guarded by Grimsmer. That's Spear on the far side. And that's Holt at the top of the key back in the game. 8th grader getting some action, varsity action here for the first time.
2 8th graders and 3 sophomores, I believe, on the floor for Breckenridge.
Well, I think that's the point that you're at with 4 minutes to go here. You've got a big lead, and I think it's a good time to get some young girls on the floor and get them some varsity action. You just never know who you're going to have to put on the floor and when you're going to have to put on the floor. As Riley Johnson comes into the game for the Cowgirls. Johnson just a sophomore, 5'8" sophomore, and Himberger knocking down another one. She's had a couple three-pointers in this game as well. So Anderson will guard Janey. Janey brings it up in a nice dish to Coltis, and Coltis goes up and finishes.
Go by and put it in, Brian.
Just doing a good job in transition there. A lot of pressure out front by the Yellow Jackets. They don't rotate back once the ball gets in front, and it gives an easy basket for Coltis. And Holt chasing that one down. That one's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to get some substitutions for the Yellow Jackets as Morgan Smith comes in. And Himberger goes out. Reagan Himberger goes to the bench. And Morgan Smith comes in. Anderson on the inbound. Anderson driving baseline, guarded by Janing there, trying to go up between Coltis and Janing. And Coltis is probably going to draw the foul here. Was straight up there and then came down. And a good job by Anderson there attacking the basket. And that foul is on Coltis. That's her third. Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2. And this free throw is brought to you by Country Financial of Wapton and Casey Formanak. Casey Formanak, a new sponsor of ours. This free throw also brought to you by Corner Drug of Wapton. Corner Drug, also a new sponsor of ours, your prescription specialist. As that one is good. And then Anderson is going to come out as Rosenthal, Nora Rosenthal, will come into the game for the first time. So here comes Ava Janing on the far side. Defended there by Drager, and then she turns it over. That ball picked up by Mari Pulver. And now up, and that is Nora Rosenthal, who just came into the game.
Yeah, that'd be 4th foul on Coltis, I believe.
And now Coltis picks up her 4th. And we'll see if we see Blofus come back in here again. Or if we get somebody else. Maybe they go small. Well, Blofus is going to come back in, go big for big. And Rosenthal will knock down the free throw. And this free throw brought to you by Red River Grain. Red River Grain, located right here in Breckenridge, one of our longtime sponsors. So 64-38 with 3:46 to go. Janing will bring it across the timeline, drives into the paint. Holt will take it, and then Spear drives into the lane. And then outside to Johnson. And then Ava Janing will put that one up. That one bounces around, and that's going to go back to the Yellow Jackets. So Kunza guarded by Janey. Drager in there. Kunza takes a look and decides to drive, and that one, nice little floater there by Ashton Kunza. 24-point lead for the Cowgirls. Just over 3 minutes to go. It's been a good start to the season for the Cowgirls. Riley Johnson over there on the far side. And again, Chad, you get some girls in, get them some varsity experience. You just never know who you're going to have to put on the floor. Let them make their mistakes now. You can do that when you're ahead by 24. And then you get it on film, and then you can go and talk about it, and you can correct it. There's Nora Rosenthal with that shot. Drager on the rebound. And Ava Janing in traffic. And then that's going to be a foul on Morgan Smith.
Ava Johnson, or Ava James, shoot the bonus.
And we might have some free throws here the rest of the way. Yeah, that's going to be the 9th foul on the Yellow Jackets. And Drager will exit.
Olivia Phillips in the lineup. And that is Ava Janing shooting free throw.
I don't have a 25 on my sheet here. I think that's Olivia Phillips. I have her on the JV roster. Number 25 for the Yellow Jackets. Olivia Phillips into the lineup. There's Kunza driving in the lane. And we pick up another foul.
Up by 25, 26, down by 25, 26. Perham, this is good for them too. Get some kids in there and see what they got too.
Right, the same. It's an early start to the season. Perham did go to the state tournament. I don't know what they lost last year.
They lost the post. I know that. Was decent,
both teams got to put girls on the floor and see what you get. Again, put them on, look at film, and make some corrections. It's the first game of the season. There's a long way to go, and both of these teams are going to look different when we get into February and March. As Kunz is at the free throw line, she'll shoot 2. This free throw is brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. And she'll knock down the second one. 66-41 now. As Hope will inbound, give it to Janey. And Yellow Jackets will stay in full court pressure with just over 2.5 to go in the game. Kunza out front defending Janey. And a roll to Coltis. And Coltis will throw that one up. That one get her own rebound. Come back out to Janey. And Janey will be just off the mark. Hope will get the rebound. And a good hustle there on the rebound by Colin Holt. And she's going to go to the free throw line. So the 8th grader will go to the free throw line and knock down and get her first varsity points. As Colin Holt gets on the board. This free throw is brought to you by Sanford Health. Sanford Health, a big part of getting this new floor here for the Cowgirls and Cowboys. See their name on the floor. And Kunza runs that one down. And just 2 minutes to play in this one. Good hustle there by Anna Spear to knock that ball away. As the pass was being made to Mari Pulver. Smith to inbound. That ball goes to Phillips, and now Kunza on the near side. She'll drive in and then kick it back out to Rosenthal. Over to Kunza again. Morgan Smith on the drive and just off the mark. Had a good look at it. And Janey will take her time, still guarded there by Kunza. And a good dribble around Kunza. Good handle there by the 8th grader. And going to get a travel there by Riley Johnson.
I thought the shot was going to go in, too.
I thought it was, too. I thought it was. Kunza up ahead to Phillips. She lost her dribble there. Morgan Smith again. Smith trying to attack, and Kunza will come back out. 1:30 to go. And Kunza driving in, trying to draw the foul, and Kunza doing a good job of scoring there. 67-42. Ashton Kunza going to play till the end. Spears, she'll let it go, and that one is nothing but the bottom of the net. So Anna Spear knocking down the three, and we'll get a timeout here just for substitutions. As Christensen will come in. And number 35, Bree Seals, will come in for the Yellow Jackets. So Peyton Christensen, number 31, and also number 23, which I'm going to have to go to the JV roster for, Olivia Reed will come in. So that ball turned over by the Yellow Jackets. Just over a minute to go here in this one. The Cowgirls are going to start their season off with a win, and a pretty impressive one. And I think Coach Bogenreith got answers to a few questions that he had. As Coltis fights inside, that goes over to Johnson again, and just missed that one.
The crowd is voting.
They wanted to knock one down, that's for sure. Rosenthal up, and that one up to Phillips. As Olivia Phillips, another JVer, trying to get on the board here. And Phillips just a sophomore here. And she'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes off the mark. This free throw is brought to you by Red River Valley and Western Railroad, and also Wahpeton Deli and Eatery. And thank Dean for sponsoring Three Border Sports Network. Ava Janey up the floor. Rosenthal across the timeline with just 30 seconds to go. Misses that one, and Coltis with the rebound. Got another shout out there from Steph Byer. Says go Cowgirls. Thank you, Steph. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Jerry and Gail Holzbauer watching in Arizona. Kurt and Trista Hodges are watching. Matt and Sarah Roberts. Thank you to everybody.
And the Cowgirls here with 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the Cowgirls will start out their 2024-2025 campaign with a 70-44 win over the Perham Yellow Jackets. An impressive opening game for the Cowgirls. So we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll have our post-game show. Post-game show is going to be brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Make your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms with our products, FCCU. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the post-game show. Cowgirls defeat the Yellow Jackets 70-44 here on Three Border Sports Network.
experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pediatrics and pregnancy, seeing children of all ages daily. Start your pregnancy out right with a correcting postural adjustment to help with daily activities and also give you a better night's sleep. Continued chiropractic care throughout your pregnancy can potentially help for an easier labor and delivery of your new little one. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic today at 701-672-1300 for an appointment, or request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com. Dr. Andrea Hornstein, helping your family grow up healthy.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment.
Welcome back to Three Borders Network, Three Borders Sports Network, and Cowgirl Gymnasium. Chad Outfield, Brian Watson, bringing you tonight's action. And the Cowgirls get off to a great start the 2024-2025 campaign as they defeat the Perham Yellow Jackets 70-44. And Chad, a good start to the season for the for the Cowgirls.
Yeah, you can't. That's kind of how you want to start the season, Joe. Brian, if you can get to a start of the season like this, everything was kind of clicking, right? And you got a lot of kids in the game. I mean, everything was everything kind of worked the way you want to at the end of the year. So if you can get to that point.
Yeah, I think where you got to last year, you always think that, okay, we had a good season last year with no seniors, a very young team, able to get to the subsection final. And then you have some low numbers this year. And then you get girls back on the floor. You have a couple of injuries, so you just don't know how that affects the mix. And I'll tell you what, they look pretty good.
They look pretty good tonight, yes.
And I think Coach Bogenreef, we hope to talk to Coach Bogenreef here if we can get him once he comes out of the locker room. We want to welcome everyone to the Postgame Show. Postgame Show is brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Make your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms with our products FCCU. So we'll see if we can get a hold of Coach Bogenreef. We'll see if we can chat with him and see what his thoughts are on the win. But pretty impressive by the Cowgirls. Their full court defense was exceptional. They got the Yellow Jackets to turn the ball over. They held them to 18 points in the first half and 26 in the second half. So a good defensive effort all around. And then, like you said, Chad, they got a lot of girls on the floor, and we're able to get some young girls some experience here early in the season. But I think the biggest question mark for the Cowgirls was, how was Jonica Bernardis going to be coming back after being out with injuring her ACL last year? What was she going to look like? Was she going to be the same player? And I don't know. I think that they might have done a little bionic woman on her, and she comes back a little bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah, she
looked pretty good tonight, knocking down the threes as she did, and finished the game leading everybody with 17 points. So we're gonna see if we can get a hold of Coach Bogenreef. I think he's going to make his way over here, and I tell you what, we'll take a break. And then when we come back, we'll chat with Coach Tony Bogenreef, head coach of the Cowgirls, about tonight's season opening win.
Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Is your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Chad Alfo bringing you tonight's action. And now I am joined on the post-game show by Mr. Tony Bogenreef. Well, what do you think of that?
I was real happy with the way that we played and the way that we just started and jumped up on them early. Our defense, we've been trying to incorporate a lot of that since last year, and it was rusty. And then during practice, we're so limited that sometimes a coach will have to step in every now and then. Otherwise, it's trying to rotate kids into the starting lineup and then rotating them in just so we get a good look. But I thought our defense really created our offense and helped with confidence.
I mean, I think coming into this game, I think you as well as everyone else had a lot of questions about, what was the team going to be like, and you have an injury with Emily Gowan, but you get Jonica Bernardis back, and I think the question was, well, what's she going to look like? I don't know, bigger, faster, stronger?
We've talked as coaches and just how she really doesn't look like she's missed a beat.
No, she doesn't. She really doesn't.
And talking to her, she is nervous. She's worried about how she's going to play, which is normal for an athlete and somebody especially coming back from an injury.
Right.
But as soon as she hit that three, you could just tell that just took the weight off her shoulders, and I thought she played really well. Yeah,
I think it was big for her to hit that first three, get that weight off her shoulders like you said, but she really did look like she hadn't missed any time at all. And I think that's kind of just led the momentum for your team. I think everybody's kind of waiting around to see what's she going to do, how's she going to play, but she looked good out there, and I think everybody kind of fed off of that and just kind of guided you to victory. I mean, your defense, like you said, was really good. That's up front pressure that you had, able to turn them over, and then you got some young girls in action too to get that varsity experience.
Right, we got everybody in, and everybody played well. We were talking whether it was 36 minutes left in the game or 36 seconds, we were still getting our hands on and tipping balls away. So it was good to get everybody in, and like you said, just going back to Jonica, the way that she came back, you can tell she did not shortcut herself on any rehab. She put in a ton of time getting shots up, doing drills, working on her cutting. She just didn't look nervous out there.
No, she looked really good both offensively and defensively. Got a solid game for Parker Yagi as usual. Roberts played well for you. Ava Janey played well also.
Ava really attacked well, and it's something that sometimes she gets she can get really down on herself. She's hard on herself. She's one of those players that really takes it to heart if she turns it over. But she had success getting to the rim, and she found those cracks, kind of like Emily did last year. She kind of took Emily's spot tonight.
I was curious how you were going to look without Emily, because I feel like, you get Bernardis back, but I feel like Emily Gowan was like your motor last year, and like that player that did a lot on offense, did a lot on defense, and you just kind of moved as she moved. And I felt, what was the team going to look like without her? And a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But I think you miss her a lot on the floor.
Oh yeah, we miss her shiftiness. She was just one that could change speeds, change the level of her body, and get through spots that most people can't.
Yeah.
And that's that was our big question mark coming into tonight. And I think we'll find games where we're like, you know what, we could have really used Emily tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll play those games where we missed her a lot. But we do have girls that are willing to step up, and it's kind of just the next man up, next play. We talk about that. Turn it over, big deal. Go make the next play. Just don't hang your head. And Emily's on the bench helping talk to players on the bench, and she's starting her rehab process.
Yep.
So it's kind of just seeing the same thing over, which is not what we want to see, and hopefully we don't have to see it again. But she's been upbeat too, so it kind of just helps the girls around her.
Yeah, you get those players that are out. You don't want to see them out, but they can be beneficial to them. Some of the things that they learn, that they see when they're on the bench that they wouldn't catch when they're on the floor. I know just in talking with Jonica a little bit, she's talked about how much she learned just sitting on the bench, the things that she saw, and she thinks it's made her a better player.
For sure, and she was a high Q player before, but you can tell that year sitting out, seeing some of the things from the bench, what teams do, what they try and force our guards to do, and during practice, she's kind of, we should run this, we should run that, and even before the game, as I'm writing stuff on the board, let's do this, and then we can show them this next, and all the other girls are like, why didn't you just write the rest of the plays on the board? So she's setting it up. She's definitely a coach.
Oh man!
But it's great to have her back.
So you get the win tonight, a good opening win. So now what's next?
Go to Goodhue, or go to the Cities tomorrow. We're playing at Chaska actually, and we play Goodhue, who's picked to win it in 1A this year. Won it last year.
Yep.
They did lose a lot of their scoring, but they have a couple of sisters on the team that will, I'm sure, carry the load. And they're kind of just a factory for basketball players where they bring a bunch through and they just don't lose much year to year.
So a good matchup for you. You'll go play Goodhue down in the Cities. You'll find out where you are.
Right.
I think that's why you want to play teams like that. You want to play those good teams. That's where you want to be. You want to be on their levels. Why not go play them, see where we are, see what we have to do to get to that level. And it should be a good one down there in the Cities.
We're hoping tonight didn't take too much out of us. We tried to rest as much as we could. We got a long bus ride, so we're just hoping we can come out fresh. And we worried about tonight. We talked about that from Monday. Our goal, our focus is Perham.
Yep.
We have to worry about Perham. We cannot overlook anybody. And so we're going to try on the way down to watch some film and just go through. I've watched film, and some of the other coaches have watched film, and maybe the girls have too. But our focus for the week was Perham, and now hopefully we can turn our focus to Goodhue and put up a good fight tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Well, we appreciate you taking the time, come up and talk with us. Congratulations on the win. Good luck down in the Cities against Goodhue, and then we'll see you back here on Tuesday night against DGF.
Perfect. Thank you,
All right,
guys.
We'll see you.
Thank you.
Nice job. Coach Tony Bogenreef, head coach of the Breckenridge Cowgirls, giving us his thoughts on the season opening win, a good victory. And Chad, Coach Bogenreef, pretty happy with the way things went tonight.
I don't blame him. I would be too, I guess.
I would be too. So they're gonna go down to the Cities. They're gonna play a really good basketball team in Goodhue. And like I said, you want to go play good basketball teams so you can see where you are, whether you win the game or lose the game. You want to find out where you are and see where you need to go. And I think it'll be a good measuring stick for the Cowgirls, to find out what they need to do in order to make it down to the Cities in that state tournament.
Their first 4 games are like tonight, tomorrow, and then DGF and Pelican, I think, are the first 4. So he's going to
go at it hard. You're going to find out. That's what you need to do. So hopefully the Cowgirls will have a good trip down to the Cities. They'll come back, and they'll be right back here on Three Borders Sports Network on Tuesday, the 26th. I believe Joe Schreiner might be back in town.
He said he's coming back.
Well, we don't know. He might not come back. He's out there deer hunting.
No jerky, don't come back.
If there's no jerky, he will not be on the air. So we'll see what happens here. So, all right, Chad. I think that's probably going to do it for us, right?
Yep.
So the Cowgirls get their home opener, season opener victory, 70-44 over the Yellow Jackets of Perham, and they're off to a good start. They're 1-0 in the season, and now they'll hit the road down to the Cities to take on Goodhue. And they'll be back on the network on Tuesday
night.
And that'll be against DGF, always tough. So the Cowgirls' tough schedule here to start the season.
Yeah.
All right, Chad, thanks for joining me tonight.
You're welcome.
Thanks to Yards, who was on the camera tonight. We kept him in line.
Yep.
Right, Yards? Yeah, and then Yards said Joe better bring back some jerky.
Joe said he will. So.
I know. So that's going to do it. That's going to wrap it up for us here from Cowgirl Gymnasium. For Brian Watson, Chad Hatfield, Camden Yards, Kelson, and also for Joe Schreiner, who's out there in the deer stand. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here on Three Borders Sports Network, and to all of you who tuned in on Red River Communications Channel 28. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you down the road. Good night, everyone.